Oh, okay. Well, I know it may seem like I'm not here. And you know, most people, whenever they reveal something new, they usually do the pop in from down low, or the coming from the top type thing, but me, you know, I rather just come in and say hello. How's it all doing, everyone? Welcome to the stream, good to see ya. How is everybody doing today? And Osamu, thanks so much for that resub as well. Amalia, also thank you for the resub. I know I said that in chat already, but thank you. How is everyone? And Soju, thank you for the congrats on the 4 years. Yeah, 4 years, lordy. I've been doing this for 4 years. You know what, they may be right. I may be crazy. But hello everyone, it's good to see you all. How are you? Aye, wiggly ears. And we got both people in here today that helped create this new design. It's good to see you both. Hope you all are having a great night as well. Matter of fact, there's a lot to the design here that I should probably show off. So before we get to the credits, because I do want to credit where credit is due, I know people are going to be going, get to the reveal, get to the full reveal, show us the rest of the model now. Let's go ahead and get that show on the road. So let me go ahead and move things out. And indeed, it is a leather jacket, motorcycle jacket. Good stuff. But yes, let me go ahead and zoom myself out here real quick. You know, I'll go ahead and do a half measure first. And all right, here we go. Let's get the full design on screen.
What is up, Shexy?
Hey. Well, hello there, and thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you for the 500 bits there, TVPG, and Soul. Thank you so much for the raids. Good to see you. Welcome. But yes, we now have the full reveal. As you can see, I have ears that flop. I have a model that moves. And I've got my whip. And also, you know, if I need to, with how my ears are, I can just... taking off. But you're all here to talk to me, so I should probably be right down here. Indeed, I do have another thing. In fact, it's something I like to do whenever people stop by. I normally say, hey, how you doing? But yes,
really
yes. It's good to see you all. And Soul, thanks so much for gifting a tier 1 sub to Breaker. And Breaker, do enjoy your emotes. Do enjoy. But yes, I add a few things, though there is one thing that I'm keeping a tight leash on. Because it's not actually part of the model. It's an asset that Soleil gave me herself, so I guess I'll show it off, but I can also disguise myself, just like Clark Kent. Who am I? You may never know. But I'm here to show off the model itself. Yes, I know. I mean, I'm back now. Don't worry. Whoever that stranger was, they're gone. I'm back. I promise. But how is everybody? How is everyone? And good to see... Jeez, it's nice to see you all. And yeah, I can't believe I've been doing this for 4 years now. Technically, I've been streaming for longer. I've been doing content creation for much longer. But VTubing, I started 4 years ago on October 6th when I did a test video of me playing Spice and Wolf VR on the Switch. Believe it or not. 4 years, yeah. In terms of VTuber, I'm old now. I'm 4 years. Gonna have to send me out to pasture soon. Sad but true. That said, whenever that happens, I'll just come back and haunt you all as a ghost. That's just how it works. Y'all know that, right? But yeah, how's everyone's day today? As a content creator, I'm a fossil. Yeah, as a content creator, I'm a fossil. I've been doing content creation for well over 10 years, so... good now that I'm here. Hey, I'm glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. And I see what you did there. Well, allow me to once again. You can finally do what? Wait, I just realized. I forgot to turn on the throwing system. Oh no. I forgot to turn on the throwing system. Uno momento, folks. Uno momento. A little bit of scuff. A little bit of scuff. It's not a stream without scuff. So let me go ahead and activate my throwing system. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. May just take a moment. And if you're all wondering what I plan for this stream, so am I. I've been trying to figure something out and I have no idea. I have no idea. There's just so many things I was thinking of. I could do this, I could do that. Could do all sorts of things, but just not sure, you know? Why, oh why is my throwing system a little wonky right now? Uh-oh. Hold up. Gonna need to dum-dum-dum. And think that'll work somewhat? Maybe, possibly, I don't know. All right. Let's just close that. Do that. And let's see, will this work proper? Why didn't that show up? Ow. Okay, there we go. There. All right, just to make it for the yeets that were missed. But yes. I want to finally get to something I need to get to, which is the credits. Oh, you gotta go solo? All right, well, thanks for stopping in. Thank you again for the raid. You have yourself a good one, okay? And the system is working now. But yes, let me get to the proper credits for this real quick. All right, let's see. Now, chat, you're going to disappear for a moment. Don't worry about it. I promise you'll be fine. It'll be a little dark. It'll be a little scary, but I promise you'll be okay, okay? Okay, I'm lying. This isn't going to sting like a little bit. This is going to hurt like a son of a... Okay, well, there we go. All right. Well, here is the new reference sheet. This will be posted on Twitter here sometime soon. As you can see, it does have everything. My whip, my jacket, my pendant, the boots, everything is right here. But as you all know, the reference sheet is only half the equation. Only half the equation. Because the other part of the equation is the credits of everyone who did everything. Now, there's not going to be too many slides. Only two. Only 2 slides this time. But don't worry. They're important slides. And, you know, if anyone can figure out what it says behind me or what it's referencing, congratulations. You know good gaming culture. All right, to the next panel. Boop. Here are the credits. The reference sheet was done by Purisi. I think that's how you pronounce the name. I never asked, so I'm just going based on how it's spelled. And the full body model was done by Esri here, while the rigging was done by Uari. And let me tell you, both their efforts combined, well, both, I say all their efforts combined, make for one hell of a good model. You all did a great job. A great job. But yes, without these 3, this would not have been possible. In fact, there's one more that I wanted to add on here, but I couldn't find a proper image, and that is my boss. My boss, they helped me out a lot with this, and I want to say thank you to them as well. So thank all of you. I really appreciate everything that you've done for me. Truly. Speaking of which, my boss actually got me a piece of art for this, which I shall show you all now. This is the art that was used for the teaser and is really well done. I like the way it looks. It was a lot of fun to use for the reveal teaser, and it was great having everyone join in on that. Just all the different voices and everything. It was a good skit, and I enjoyed it. Oh, man. I'm still also trying to cope with the fact that it's been 4 years. Most people would say 4 years. That's crazy. I say 4 years? Crazy. I was crazy once. Wish the alt didn't sound so cluttered? Oh yeah, the alternate, because the alternate version of that, you know, I could also just play the alternate version of that audio on stream, because you all already saw the, you know, I'm just gonna play the audio. Yeah, I'm just gonna play the audio. Let me go grab it. Because you already saw the trailer, so let me play the audio real quick. Video, resources. Here is the third mix. I'll let it play for y'all. There's a little bit of a difference, just a tiny bit.
What's up?
You off duty finally?
Yeah, I just claimed the last bounty of the day.
Jeez, that one gave you some trouble, huh?
I bet he tried to show off too much.
I see everyone's already there and waiting.
Better get your butt down here before we start running up your tab.
Okay, I'll see you all in 5.
Yeah, the alt had Locke ordering stuff in the background, running up my tab. Oh, yep. That was completely ad-libbed by Locke, by the way. Once, am I saying I'm sane now? You know what? You make a valid point. Being crazy, at least a little crazy, is sort of a requirement for VTubing. Hi there, Ranger. Let's see here. Can we run up your tab, though? You know, you can try, but really, I send it all to collections. Don't worry. That's how people's bounties get so high. Why do you think Luck always has a high bounty? It's true. All right, but yes, there was also another art that I actually got as well from an individual on Twitter that is a little bit of a hint as a game that we'll be streaming eventually, which you can see here. That's right, I got myself a Digidestined art as well. Yeah, I had to. As soon as I saw the chance to get a Digidestined art, I had to do it. I love Digimon so much. But yeah, lots of stuff right here, lots of stuff. And it's just, yeah, the art here was done really good. I'm gonna be posting and sharing all these arts on the Twitters afterwards with links to the artists. So don't worry, if you're wondering who did the art because you're want to commission them yourself, feel free to click on their links whenever I post those. But yeah, that's the art and everything so far. Now all that's left is the absolute chaos, which is the rest of the stream. Because I'm gonna be honest, folks, I don't know what to do. I tried planning things. I came up with multiple different ideas in my head. Went, should I do that? Would I do that? I don't know. But then, because things I was thinking of doing would have just been a rehash of last year. I've already done stuff where I reviewed old stream footage and all that. So it's a thing of, what could I do that was new? And I realized something that I don't really do that often is it's just sitting here and talking with you guys. So I thought I'd do that, stop in, see how everyone's doing. So today will probably be a shorter stream, probably maybe an hour at most. But yeah, how is everyone doing today? What you all been up to? Ooh, I just realized I can regale you with a bit of a story, actually. It's a story from when I first got Miles, and it's a little interesting because some people go, you're lying about this, but no, listen, this is going to be a crazy story, and, well, let me just get to it. I mean, if you start speedrun that one game you know you can speedrun, oh, Mega Man Zero? I could. Yeah, the story I have for you all is, okay, as you all know, I used to have a pet fox named Miles, and he was a good little guy, but there was actually something sort of spooky that happened whenever I first got him. Pretty much the first night that I got Miles, I brought him back. He's just a tiny little dude, could fit in the palm of my hand. And I had him in his little den, resting in my room. It was zipped up tight and everything. I go to lay down at night, because, that's normally when most people sleep. Or at least when I used to sleep. Not so much these days. Anyhow, I digress. I was there, laying down, listening, because Miles would get up. He'd warble a little bit, because, he was still really young. He was missing his mom and everything. So it's just I was taking care of him. And at one point, I eventually was about to fall asleep. Lights are off. There's just the shine of a nightlight to keep Miles company. And then I know something move in front of me. I look down, and I see a fox, a tiny little fox, running around in the room. And I'm thinking, oh no, he got out of his den. All right, I guess I need to refix that. But first I need to catch him. I get up, I go to catch him, and I'm chasing this fox all through the room. He eventually gets up and darts out the door. Not the front door, just the bedroom door, and he keeps running. I'm going, oh boy, I gotta chase him. I'm chasing him through this dark house, just following him through, following the silhouette of a fox by nightlights that are through the house, trying to get him. Eventually, I go in, and I see him run back into the room. I go back into the room, and I say, all right, screw doing this in the dark. I turn on the light. I look over. He never left his den. The den was locked shut. It did not open. So what was I chasing for about 15 minutes? What was I chasing for 15 minutes? Skunk? No, it was definitely a fox. You know that tail and you know those ears. And I know those sounds. Because foxes, they don't bark, they don't meow, they warble, they sound a bit like this. They go, stuff like that. That, or they go, It was a ghost fox. Who knows? Who knows? They whinny, kind of. Yeah, they warble and they make little whining sounds. Yeah. Miles was secretly Peter Pan or was chasing his shadow. Maybe he had a shadow there going, "I am thou, and thou art I." Persona. But yes, that is a little story I have from when I first got Miles, and it's one that I remember because that's an unusual experience. You don't normally go chasing shadows like that, especially when you can see it bounding around the house. Yeah, foxes make a myriad of interesting noises. This is true. But yeah, I'm curious, how many of you have stories like that? No? Because I'm pretty sure there's a few of you that have some interesting stories like that too. As long as I weren't chasing waterfalls, you know what, fair. Don't go chasing waterfalls. But do check behind every waterfall. There's always something behind the waterfall. Miles was a shadow mage, yes. Really thought they laughed. Mark, oh, they do definitely laugh. They do definitely laugh. And hey, Alex, good to see you. Good to see you. Speaking of foxes. I see people are already using the new emotes. By the way, the new emotes are courtesy of Soleil. Soleil is the one who actually illustrated those for me before the stream and been giving them to me throughout the week. So be sure to say thank you, Soleil. Had a dream that your hedgehog escaped his cage and scolded him. Like you didn't put him back just gave him a stern talking to. You know what? As pet owners, that's normally what we end up doing as well. Let's be real. You have an old story about your old foster brother? Oh, I'm curious now. See, I had a basset hound that literally tackled you when it was 5 or 6 from running out the fence. Ah, yeah. Dogs will do that. High school friend trolled your family into thinking our house is haunted when the ding-dong ditched us once. You know what? Your high school friend knew what's up. Hey, Kim. What's cracking? What's cracking? Only chased a shadow rat? Ah, I see, Zephyr. Just driving in the mountains, and it was really foggy out. 2 juvenile foxes ran up the edge of the cliff and played around under your car for like 30 minutes. It was adorable. Sounds like it would be. Foxes are just really fun. Though I will tell you, folks, if you're ever thinking of raising a fox, be prepared. They're more work than a human child. I'm not even kidding. They are more work than a human child. My parents, when I had Miles and stuff like that, they told me straight up, Rabbit, that fox is giving you more trouble than you or your brothers gave us. I just think of, well then. Don't they smell bad? No, they don't smell bad. Their litter box on the other hand, that's... Not even God can save that. Anyhow. There's no joke, the scent gland on a fox. Yes, red foxes do have a scent gland. It has mostly a flowery scent to it. It's just, their litter box, because they have they have to have taurine in their diet. And taurine is the main thing that's in asparagus. That should say everything. When your cat went up the tree, the family called the fire department to get him down? Ah, yeah, I've heard cats do that quite often. Just be careful going behind a waterfall, you might accidentally become royalty. Joke's on you, I already am. I literally have a Prince certification. Ferrets though, true. Ferrets have a little bit of a stank to them, but they're noodle cats. You gotta enjoy them. Yes, my fox's full name was Miles McLeod. Exactly, Kev. A Sonic reference and a Star Fox reference all in once. Didn't see wild foxes from afar, I think. Well, to be fair, you also have a hedgehog, so probably a good idea to keep him afar. And yes, Amalia, no joke, they actually sell fox urine as a animal repellent for gardens. I'm not even kidding. I could also probably sell it as a weapon of mass destruction if I wanted to, but, well, that ship has sailed. Foxes be extremely active and more mischievous than some cats? Yes. The best way to describe how a fox acts is it's got the independence of a cat, the loyalty of a dog, and the constant energy of 3 puppies bundled into one. And whenever they're about 3 to 6 months old, they have the constant attitude of a toddler. Let me tell you, those 3 months were absolute hell. But I enjoyed it nonetheless. One of your old cats would run and hide in the garage, and it would hide in the hard place to reach and avoid medicine. Ah, yeah. No one and nothing likes having to take medicine. Got software on dog hardware? Pretty much, yeah. Same cat, I guess actually was more dog versus cat. Nearly himself trying to get bird. Loved him though? Ah, yeah. Cats, they're silly little creatures as well. Now, I will say, if people are thinking about getting a fox in general, if you ever want one, I would recommend starting with a finnick. They're loud, but they don't have the same issue with having a scent gland or, their litter box smelling nearly as bad. It's only the red foxes that have that issue, really. Well, red, silver, and Arctic. Last cats would slash people who didn't like, but once you growled at them, if they did randomly had chill out. Ah, fair. You know, I'm pretty sure a cat would chill out if they had a dragon growl at them. Size difference and all that, you know? Somehow sneak into the car, wouldn't realize it till you're 40 miles down the road and you just hear meow meow. Oh no. Oh yeah. I also used to have a cat. I used to have 2 cats. Well, actually I've had multiple cats over the years. 1, 2, 3, 7 cats over the years. A couple of them were ones that I was just looking after for a while before they had to go. You know, they were being rehomed. But I had 2 that were mine. One was named Licorice. He was an all-black cat, and he would just go around causing mischief. He was an outdoors cat, didn't really like staying indoors. Went around and, you know, he just enjoyed himself. Really good cat, really good cat. Eventually, I had to sadly choose between him and my other cat, which was Tony, who was more of an indoors cat. And the reason he was named Tony is because he's an orange tabby with white fur, and eventually we nicknamed him Fat Tony because he had a weight issue. But big body, little head, and the highest pitch you'd ever hear. But I had to pick between the 2 because I was moving and I couldn't take both of them with me. So since Licorice was an outdoors cat, I found someone who would be able to take care of him. And Tony was an indoors cat, so I took him with me. I really love animals. I've had multiple animals over my life. I've had a chicken, I've had rabbits, I've had cats, I've had dogs, foxes, gators, lizards, birds, but I will never get another bird because every time I've tried to have a bird, somehow, some way, they find a way to kill themselves. It's like they just don't want to be around a rabbit for some reason. I don't know why. So yeah, I don't do birds anymore. I will visit birds, but I will never own one. No joke, one bird I had was so sick of my nonsense that instead of just dealing with, oh yeah, I'll go ahead and just fly around the house, have fun, eat the birdseed, drink the water. No, during the night, while I was sleeping, it decided to go ahead and put its head into its water and just leave it there. It didn't get stuck, it just did it on purpose. The bird literally chose to take it out instead of being around me. I don't know why. I gave it birdseed, I gave it treats. I was friendly to it. But yeah, I don't do birds anymore because of that. Alright, let me catch up with chat real quick. We're not foster brothers sleeping, family black cat all the time. Moses was Moses was hunting mode. Thought foster brother head was a mouse. Oh no! Yep, they pounce with claws. Oh, rip your foster brother's head. Oof. Quite literally, actually. Had a yellow nape Amazon parrot a long time ago. Talk about it. Yeah, birds do be divas. What was more difficult, and why was it a wolf who thinks she's a cat? You know, I think it's easier to raise Soul than it is to raise a fox. Soul speaks English and bad English, which are my 2 main languages. Yeah, bird won out. It couldn't handle the puns. Oh, that may be it. That may be it. It couldn't handle my puns. Well, it could have said something. Well, it is what it is. Thought my 2 main languages were English and puns? Ah, you see, puns are a subsidiary of English, and bad English. So is a cat so much easier, just keeps spray bottle handy? Exactly, I just gotta keep the anti-horny spray around. Soul's not still here, is she? Because if so, I might be in trouble. Knew a bird once that was super inappropriate with swears. Prior owner was a gamer. Nuffs it. Ah, yeah. Ah, good stuff. Good stuff. Redeemed Yeet Soul. You know what? She is quite eatable. Should yeet sometime. But yeah, I had a thought, and then it left me. The brain said, goodbye to the thought. And the thought said, so long, sucker. All right, I'm gonna take a moment to sip my tea. My brain is probably doing that to me because, frankly, I was up so long trying to think of something to do today that I only got about... What time did I fall asleep? I think I only got around 3 to 4 hours sleep before this stream. So, yeah, I was trying to figure out something to do, and it wasn't happening. So, So I didn't get that much rest. But in the end, I think it turned out all right. We're still here. We're having fun. We're chatting. We're chilling. Brain said no thought for you. Exactly. Round 3 chibis. I do need to get a round 3 sooner than later. Though I need to save up for that. I need to save back up to be able to do that. I'm going to be doing one-offs for a bit until I'm able to save up for that. And hey, Happy Doctor, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Oh, speaking of brain. All right. I wonder how many of you noticed that on the soon-to-be live notification that I put on Twitter, I intentionally left out the word hour, just to see how many people would realize that their brain filled that in. Thank you for the compliment on the jacket. I really like it. Fun fact, the whole design here is actually based off stuff that I really own. So what you're seeing right here is actually stuff I will wear on pretty much just anytime I'm feeling casual. Good, just popping in and out of everywhere. Quantum question. Fair. Still at work. Understandable. Have day. Hopefully work's treating you well over there, Alex. Also, Haro Maker, how you doing? Good to see you, Grim. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. But yeah, we've just... Man, it's strange. Again, it's strange to think that I've been doing VTubing for 4 years. Especially because, no joke, I've seen so many people who started VTubing around the same time as me, or a little bit before, graduating left, right, and center. And honestly, it's been sort of a bittersweet experience because I'm happy to see them moving on to the next chapter of their lives. Meanwhile, I'm going to miss the hell out of them, you know? People like Harune, Natsume Moe, people who I watched or knew, or at least was acquainted with, they all just graduate, and I understand that, life moves on. Life moves on for so many people. And yeah, it's strange to see it happen, but at the same time, I know they're having a lot of fun, and they had a lot of fun doing the VTubing thing too. So I'm glad they're able to go ahead and continue on with whatever dreams and endeavors they have. Me, however, I think I'm gonna stick with where I'm at. I'm happy where I'm at. Because to get rid of me, you're gonna have to do something drastic. Because to get rid of me, you're pretty much gonna have to throw me in front of a vehicle. And even then, I can't guarantee it's gonna work. But yeah, it's just, I've met so many people along the way, and a lot of them, there's some that I really wish I had asked to just collab or hang out with. That's why these days I don't hesitate as much anymore. I'll just reach out as soon as I can. Though I like to make sure that they know I exist first. I'll talk with people in their chats and stuff. Maybe reply to them on Twitter and so on and so forth before I slide into those DMs. Just see how everyone's doing. Because I want them to know, that I exist. I'm not just some rando crazy person on the internet who's DMing people out of nowhere. Don't want to be that guy. VTubing from another world. Skytruck incoming. Wait, isn't there a VTuber who is the Skytruck, if I remember correctly? I think there is. Or was that just someone doing an April 1st joke? I don't remember. You're that guy? Ah. I see, said the blind man. Oh, no, I mean, just stretching. Just stretching. Just DM people because you have no reference. Have a little social and had a little social. You know what? Understandable. Because that was me as well at first. I used to not DM people because I was the kid who in school and anything else before, I would just stay to myself. Just stay to myself until people approached me. And then slowly but surely I learned, this ain't working. I have to do the approaching myself, don't I? And yeah. I indeed do have to start things myself, because even now, with most of the pals I have, we're all very much introverts. Surprise, surprise. People who are anime fans or video game fans on the internet are normally introverts. Who would have guessed? But yeah, I've learned that I have to take that first step, and it does get a little straining because, it's stressful to do. But, I rather go ahead and push myself if I have to go ahead and get it done. Because no regrets. No regrets at all, My exception, I like anime and play games. I chat with you in the line at Disney. Ah, I see. But are you also an anime person on the internet? Only one way to find out. I'll be checking out your channel there, Osamu. I'll be checking out your channel. Not yet? Ah, okay. So once you get to be an anime person on the internet, then it'll change. Gotcha. Shivers approaching. Part of it is realizing that unless you're trending, basically no one can see you when you make the first move. Yeah. Because, I've said this almost every time I've had an anniversary, but back whenever I first joined in on VTubing, it was not the way it is right now. Hell, it was not the way it was in 2020, because I started in 2019. So things were a bit different. 2019, early 2020, it was less idol culture, and it was more like I guess the best way to put it is that it was sort of like a giant anime and video game convention, where people were just enjoying hobbies that they had similar interest in, and they'd share it with each other. It wasn't all singers and people who would just chat for hours or ASMR stuff. Hell, ASMR didn't take off until a couple years ago. But the scene has changed, and back then, it was so much easier to just chill out and relax. Easier to reach out to people. Granted, okay, it wasn't too much easier. It was still pretty rough, because, everyone was still pretty much introverts. But, people, you learn over time. And hey, Nia, good to see you. Welcome to the stream. But yeah, it was, as I said, it was more or less an anime and gaming convention online. The English VTubing scene. Or English-speaking VTubing scene. I don't know about the Japanese VTubing scene, because the way I started off was I did start off by watching Kizuna Ai and then Zero Channel. But then I saw, that people were doing it in English as well. So I found out by Seiko, I believe Seiko was their name. And they raided into Moe, they raided into Argama, who raided into Katsumi, who raided into Moe. And that's where I realized, hey, you know what? There's a lot of English people doing this. A lot of people speaking English that do this as well. I wonder how much it costs. So I reached out to Katsumi, and I found out it wasn't that expensive back then. No joke. Back then, to start up, all you needed was a decent PC. Now, sometimes you didn't even need that. You could just have a decent laptop, though I will always recommend a PC. Just for the cooling factor. Trust me, you don't want to overheat your laptop. But yeah, back then, no joke, not counting the cost of my PC, because that was something I had already anyway. because I was just streaming normally at that time as a no-cam streamer. But just jumping into VTubing while already having a PC, $90. That was it back then. That was it back then. Things have changed. Things have changed drastically. Yeah, Japan has a lot more idle stuff, and that's why I say that I think Hololive EN made it to where the English VTubing scene changed a lot, because they brought that Japanese mindset of it being more business-like over to the West. And, well, people started trying to copy that. I still remember there was a person, I won't say their name, they've graduated since then, but there was still a person who literally told me that because I didn't stay in character all the time, I'm just me, that my avatar is just me in terms of personality, that I wasn't a real VTuber. And I was thinking of, excuse you, sir, but no. But yeah, people got really snooty once the idol culture hit. People got real snooty once the idol culture hit. It's calmed down now. But back then, people were so snooty about it. I want to say that was late 2020, early 2021 when that happened. But yeah, I'm going to be honest, a lot of those people who were snooty about it, they quit or graduated about 1 to 1.5 years later. So they didn't really stick with it because they thought it was just an easy road to money. When really it's a thing about getting to know people, relaxing, having fun, and taking a break from everyday worries. Exactly, Wolf. I'd rather be myself. Not overheating a laptop. Observe. Yeah, laptops do overheat a lot. Again, I'm not going to say the name of the person. Even though they graduated, I don't want to ruin their name. Because I know they had a lot of people who enjoyed their content, and I'm not going to ruin that for anybody. So, yeah. After all, you got to be professional about things. I say it's just about relaxing and having fun, but there is still a little bit of professionalism. Just, between people out there, between streamers, between content creators, you gotta stay at least somewhat professional. Keep personal things personal and business things business. Have I ever set a laptop on fire? You have Yay virtual machine servers? Actually, yes, I have. When I was taking my IT classes back in college, my first run through college, in fact, because, fun fact, I graduated college no less than 4 times within less than a 10-year period. I am a smart rabbit. I am a very smart rabbit. I just don't show it because I have little to no common sense. I just have book smarts. But yeah, when I was in my IT class back then, I was studying for cybersecurity.
Sexy.
Yeah, thank you for the 200 bits. I greatly appreciate it. Oh, wait. Is that 200 bits? 247 bits. Okay, I just saw the 200 and then I see all these ones just one. Okay. I'm book smart, not street smart. And let me tell you, I can't pick up on a hint to save my life. Well, I can pick up on clues in terms of, okay, this is a clue to leads to this, that, the other, mystery clues. But when it comes to clues from people, nah, I need folks to be straightforward. Don't know how to be anyone else. Look at you. I guess as a great sailor once said, I am what I am and that's all that I am. That was 36 ones? Ah, okay. So I need 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Oh, I went over. Close enough. That's 6. But yeah, my IT class. When I was in my IT class, we were to set up different PCs and set up virtual machines. And at one point they said, okay, I want you to see if you can do the same thing for these PCs. I went, well, not PCs, these laptops. I went, oh, okay, that's easy enough. So I'm hooking up laptops and all these different parts. I hate the hardware side of it. Just leave me with the software. Software is so much easier. And pretty much I had everything hooked up. And it was to try to get it connected to to an internal server that would ping at a set rate. And the teacher said, okay, I want you to push these things to their limit. Show us what they can do. So I did. I said, all right, teach, give me a moment. I went to each and every laptop and overclocked it to the same speeds as the PCs. Whoops. So, these PCs, which had 120 gigabytes of RAM in them each, long story short, the laptops could not keep up. So when the server was pinging at the exact same max rate, and sending not just a ping, but an image file over, a movie file technically over as well, a RAW file, not a compressed one, a RAW file. Whew. Let me tell you. There was a big red button at that technical institute, and I found out what it was for. It was the fire alarm. I pressed it and we all ran outside. Yeah. Exactly. Weird, these laptops smell like fire. To be fair, they wanted to put me in trouble, but it was on record that I just did what the professor asked. So I couldn't be held accountable for my actions. Exactly. I mean, they said push it to the limits, so I did. I pushed it past its limits, in fact. Now, this was not the first or last time I caught something on fire. But this was the first time it was done unintentionally. Ever since then, though, the teacher said, okay, I'm not going to ask you to push things to the limit because you took that quite literally. Oh, God. And keep in mind, these were laptops and PCs that we built from scratch. So, as well as a server that I built from scratch, which was a standalone pavilion. All right, let's take a sip of my drink. Quite literally hot lemon, exactly. That's some good tea. But yeah, because of my aptitude in that class, no joke, I was able to get in there and get my certification and associates from that within 1 year. I can't read code to save the life of me, but the software side of things, as well as being able to do the hardware side of things, minus code, I aced it. Though, actually, no, I could do one code. I know binary. But yeah, once I learned enough, I just tested out. Because I was thinking, okay, I could keep going here for 4 years, or I could test out now, get my degree certifications, and try to get a job with that. Little did I know that the field was already full up. Well, at least the knowledge comes in handy now while I'm working on my own PCs. Binary is literally on or off. Exactly. And it's easy to learn how to do math with it, too. Very easy to learn how to do math with it. But yeah, I enjoyed a lot of stuff. Another course that I took, which was after that, was I went straight for media design. Which media design, pretty much it's graphic design, but more like I did to learn photo restoration. So that I could go ahead and help people restore their old photos, so on and so forth, and make them look exactly like they used to. And that was pretty easy enough to do. I got my Adobe Certified Associates within 6 months. Yeah, because I was taking the course at a college, and it was to get the Adobe certification, the Adobe Associates. So that's where I got that. Just got and it's the same. And after that, I went straight to game design, which is where I learned the basics I know of level design and how I mastered that field. I want to say that one took a full year, maybe a year and a half. No, full year. I was thinking the media design, which took a half year. So yeah, that's 2.5 years total for those three degrees. And then many years later, I went back into college again for video editing. And I got that one within 4 months. Because I already knew what I was doing, because I'd already been doing YouTube for a long time since before then. Was able to test out of everything real quick. In fact, no joke, I tested out of that class so quick that since I had already paid to be in there, they said, hey, just stay in the class for a while, and could you help us teach the students? So I was essentially the teacher's aide. Program online, just would not recommend. Yeah. All I know is software and code, wish you knew hardware. Hardware is actually fairly easy, it's just not as fun. Main reason I have a hard time with code is because I have a hard time learning languages in general. I can't, as I said, I only know English and bad English. So sadly, I have a hard time learning code because of that. It's going to get your degree as a mechanic. Ooh, mechanics do make good money, and that job will never be an empty field. You will always have a position there. Fix your stuff though, scheduling conflicts. Fair. And yeah, Angelo. Yeah, it's something that'll happen a lot. You go into a field thinking, oh yeah, it's really open right now, where it's something that people say is in high demand and stuff like that. And then you realize, oh, correction. It was in high demand. Everyone thought about that 2 or 3 years ago, and they've gotten their degrees sooner than you, so now they're taking all the jobs. And now all the jobs want 5 prior years' work experience in the field, and you can't get that without getting the job first. Oy. So, over time, I just moved around to different positions. I took different jobs, worked at Dollar General, worked at Wally World. And for those who don't know what Wally World is, that's Walmart. So yes, I've worked 2 different types of retail. Sorry, I was having war flashbacks. Anyhow, I've worked at a library, and I've had many other jobs as well. So, I've done many different things. I've even done water meter reading. So, anything and everything I get a chance to do. Just because, not gonna turn my nose up at anything, you know? You gotta try it all. See what'll work. And eventually, I landed here. I'm now an entertainer. Who would have guessed? You're a sensei after all? Exactly. I've learned a lot of things, and, well, I just hope that I can at least pass some of it along to everyone, help everyone learn a few things as well. That's why whenever Locke and I were on stream one time, he said, hey, unless you plan on being a doctor, scientist, or something like that, don't worry about college. Go to a trade school instead. Or get an internship. It will serve you better in the long run. I'm sorry you worked at Dollar General. How long did I last? You lasted only a month? I lasted for a full 1.5 years. Walmart, I only lasted until Black Friday. After that, I said never again. Never again. The newer and weirder cars get mechanics struggle to keep up. Oh. Smart to set up where gasoline cars remain popular. EV also explode a lot. No mechanics needed. I see. You don't quit, you get fired. Oh. Well, at least you get unemployment at that point. Locke is a wise strength. Yeah, Locke is wise. Locke has the street smarts, I have the book smarts, and combined, we are Captain Planet. But yeah, it's just, there's a lot of things that have happened in my life that led up to this point right here, strangely enough. Because there was also a time where, I guess I've not really told this to many people on stream, but this is something I've told to friends. I used to work at a place called, do I say their name? I worked at a place called Office. I'll let you guess if it was Max or Depot. I'm not going to say exactly which one because I don't want to get sued. I was working at Office, and there was a time where I had to go up to get a 200-pound printer off the top rung for a customer. So I had to use a ladder. The person who was spotting me, they got hit by the call of nature. And they said, hey, dude, I got to run. Can you hold on to this for a moment? I said, yeah, sure. Don't worry about it. Because, when you got to go, you got to go. I don't stop people from using the restroom, because if they have to go that bad and where they're asking, hey, dude, I know I need to be working here, but I got to do it. It's the thing of, you let them go. You let them go. However, I wasn't aware that the ladder was shoddy. As I'm going back down the ladder, one step catches the cuff of my pants, snaps down on the cuff of my pants, causes me to fall backwards off the ladder onto the hard tile floor, my radio underneath my back, and this 200-pound printer landing on top of me. Oh. Yeah. That was the first step that actually led me to pursuing entertainment instead, because after that, I couldn't really do much of that job anymore. Because let's just say they want someone who could continue to do that, and that wasn't me. That wasn't me. I couldn't continue to do that after that, because it's the thing of, I don't want to get hurt again, And, well, they decided, well, if you're not going to risk it, if you're not going to put your all into the company, we're going to have to let you go. And, well, that was the end of that. And with it being an at-will state, they can let anyone go for any reason. As I said, I'm not saying whether this was Depot or Max, but I'll let you all guess. Hey, Mukia, thanks for stopping by, and thank you for the congrats on 4 years. Good to see you, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. And yeah, I fell from the ladder. I did. You crushed your foot with a generator? Never again? Yeah, exactly. So that thing of, once that happens to you once, never again. You don't do it again. You don't make the same mistake twice, because you realize just how much mortality you have. Oh, you realize just how much mortality you have. But yeah, it's the thing of, whenever that happens, you realize, okay, I need to be a little more cautious. And that happened whenever I want to say I was 20? I was 20 when that happened, yeah. So, at that point, that's when I realized, oh, this ain't the field for me. I'll keep working, but I'm not going up to the top rung to get that 200-pound printer anymore. If anything, I'm going to demand that they put it on the bottom rung with it being that heavy. Which, honestly, they should have. I think whenever they got taken over by new management, they did. But at that point, no. But honestly, that's not even the scariest of my stories. One of the scariest of my stories I've actually told on stream a few times, which was a fencing accident. Because as people know, I do fencing. It's not that I used to do fencing, it's that I still do fencing. I like to fence. I don't mean setting up chain link fence or picket fence. No, I mean with a rapier or saber. That type of fencing. Good old sword lord. But yeah, I was fencing, and let me put it this way. Safety equipment can and will fail. Me and my buddy, we were fencing, and I had on the proper safety equipment. He decided not to put the proper things on except for a helmet. It's think of, you know what, you do you, okay, whatever. I was using a saber, he was using foil, and well, long story short, he comes in for a thrust, and I go to parry. I don't realize it at the time, but my sword catches his hand. And as it catches his hand, it catches right at the joint of the thumb. His thumb gets lopped clean off. And I feel this right against my face as the foil hits the mask. And I don't know what's going on at the time. I just feel like I have a black eye. So I go, oh crap, my buddy. And I take off the helmet, we put his thumb on ice, put his hand on ice, and we rush him to the hospital. We don't even wait for an ambulance. We just get in the car and speed through. We rush all the way there, and we get him to have his thumb sewn back on, which luckily they were able to do. He was in a lot of pain, but, it happens. Accidents happen. I find out that as the doctor is walking out, he says, all right, so your buddy's gonna be fine. I heard we have another... Oh my God. And it was at that moment that I knew something was wrong with me. Little did I know that during that instant, the safety tip on the fencing foil broke off, pierced through the mask, and sliced upwards across the tip of my right eye. Yes, my right eye was swollen because I had been cut, and it made me permanently blind in my right eye. I can still see light, but that is it. My left eye still works, thankfully, but my right eye, not so much. And hey, Sakib, how's it doing? Welcome to the stream. But yeah, that's the story of how the rabbit got blinded. Yeah, I've been through a lot of terrifying things, but you know what? I still count myself lucky. With how it pierced through that mask, it could have gone right into me and done more than just scrape the front of my eye, you know? Could have done far worse. Ah, that's some good tea. Always a good tale. It also shows I may not like pain, but I'm sure as hell durable. But yeah, I've got a lot of crazy stories like that. Cover the good eye and go, where'd the world go for a joke? Yeah. Durable rabbit? Yes. Yes, I'm very durable. You know, I may or may not be related to the Energizer Bunny because I keep going and going and going. No need to pay the 10K redeems at this rate. Well, to be fair, I've told most of these stories on stream. But I thought I'd do a few freebies this time. I don't know if I get to say I lost in the sword duel. I mean, I hit him first. So... Brain went, hey, exactly. Wait. I think we might have gotten our wires crossed. Were you meaning about the eye thing, or? Oh, I get it. Okay. I mean, I guess I could wear an eye patch now, technically. I don't need to, but I could. Then again, I might look like a James Bond villain if I do that. Though some people might say I need to wear an eye patch to look like a James Bond villain because of all my puns. While duels historically end in double KO. Yeah, this is very true. That's one thing they don't tell you about history, folks. They like to make things look all flashy in the reenactments and stuff like that, but no. In fiction and reenactments, those aren't normally 1-to-1. Usually, the sword duels, it's the thing of they go for each other and they both get each other. They both lose. And it's not ever really flashy. It's the thing of an actual sword duel where people are trained. It'll be over within 2 to 5 seconds. It'll just be done as soon as people start taking action. It's over. There's not multiple parries, thrust, riposte, and all that stuff. No, it's just done and over with. Gosh dang right, I falling from up high make the scenario where both happen at the same time. Yeah. Eye patch win. I mean, there are assets where I could use an eye patch. I don't have that set up right now. I could do that though. Could be fun for when I'm doing Sea of Thieves collabs or streams. Ooh, that's an idea. But yes. Yes. I was sword fighting on a cliff? I wish I was sword fighting on a cliff. That would have been cool. But yeah, there's so many things that can happen to where you learn about your mortality. Like, actually, I have another story, because there's something that happens to be a lot. which is anytime deja vu happens, normally something bad is about to happen to me. I've learned this from past experience. Anytime I've had deja vu happen, something bad literally almost happens. There was one time when I was in junior high. When I was in junior high, I was sitting in art class and just doing a little bit of a sketch, a little bit of a drawing. And suddenly, I get this feeling of deja vu, like I'd seen the scenario before. And in the scenario, I get hit by the paper cutter somehow, some way. And it's thinking of, oh, I don't want that. So while my friends are talking, I decide to get up and walk out saying I'm heading towards the bathroom. As soon as I walk outside the door, I hear this bronk-tung. I walk back in, and the paper cutter, the spring on it malfunctions, and the blade goes flying and lands directly in my seat where I was sitting. Yeah. And then there was another time in the future. Not the too distant future. I want to say this was maybe 1 year after I graduated now. Yeah, because I was 18 at the time. No, I was 19 at the time because I was on my own. Well, sort of on my own. I had a roommate, but I was on my own. And, well, you get what I mean. But yeah, we were walking, me and my roommate, we were walking. It was the 4th of July. Wait, or was it New Year's Eve? No, it was the 4th of July. It was the 4th of July. And as we were walking, I go, woo, deja vu. And I just, because I just imagined a car swerving and crashing into me if I was to keep walking. So I put my hand out to my buddy and walk back a little bit, saying, hold up, something bad's about to happen. Sure enough, not even 5 seconds later, a black car comes swerving and a drunk driver crashes where I would have been standing through a fence. Yeah, truly terrifying experiences. So anytime I've had deja vu, I've considered it a sign of, okay, something bad is about to happen, I need to be careful. Oh, give me 1 second. Okay, had to do a cough right there. My throat was getting a little too dry. Exactly, Alex. Tonight on Seconds from Disaster. But yeah, I've had many occasions like that, and there was one... Oh. Hey, Bunny Bun, thank you so much for the follow. It's greatly appreciated. Welcome to the stream. It's good to have you here. Now, here's another situation that happened that I didn't have deja vu on, but it was still an interesting situation. I've told the story on stream before. Because back when I was living in the lands of Yeehaw, back when I was in Oklahoma at the time, I was walking with my roommate. This was still back when I was 19. And we were walking back from the Walmart neighborhood market because we just gotten groceries and it was storming. We had walked down there. It started drizzling a little bit. But on the way back, we were waiting for the storm to just die out because it was raining sideways. I mean, full on raining sideways. We waited a good 30 minutes to an hour for it to try to pass. And it just didn't. Also, Uni, thank you so much for the congratulations. I appreciate it. But yeah, the storm just did not pass. It did not pass. So we eventually decided, okay, we don't have a car. We walked here. This doesn't look like it's ending. Let's just go ahead and walk away back. So we start walking back and we're getting drenched. And at one point we decide, okay, let's stop underneath the bank awning here that's along the way so that we can go ahead and catch our breath a little bit. Because the wind was blowing so hard that I nearly got swept off my feet a few times because I am a twig. I will be the first to admit that I am a twig. I may be toned, but I am a skinny white boy. And as we're underneath the awning, I notice something a little strange. I go, wait a minute. And I hold my finger up to feel the wind. And it's already wetting from the rain, so I just go, oh. I say, hey, buddy. He goes, yeah? We may want to move. Why? Because the wind isn't only blowing this way, it's also blowing the opposite way. He turned to me and went, it's Oklahoma. To which I said, my point exactly. He then just went, and we ran our way the rest of the way back home because And sure enough, as we get in, we head immediately into the basement because we hear tornado sirens going off as we open the front door. Oh, Lordy. Good times, good times. You actually fun run over like that? A helix came through the wall and squished you into the mud. Mostly missed you, but right hand. Ooh, now I have to draw with a mouse. Ooh. Yeah, accidents happen. Crazy accidents happen. Tornadoes are always fun. Honestly, they sort of are, until they hit your home and stuff like that. Then they're not so much. But watching them from a distance, from a safe distance, that's actually pretty fun. Because they're really cool to look at. And 4 years, Kevin. 4 years. Thank you so much for the congrats. And Angelo, just, you spin me right round, baby, right round. Like a tornado, there I go through the air. But yeah, it's just, I have a lot of crazy stories. Some of them I can't tell on stream. Because if I did, it would dox me. It would just straight up dox me. But the ones I can tell, I love sharing. Fire tornadoes are fun to look at, but best keep away. Ooh, yeah, fire tornadoes are really fun to look at, but those ones are the scariest, honestly. Looking forward to another 4 years? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Let's make another 6 years, maybe more, actually. 4 years worth of puns? Oh, yes. Fun fact, I actually didn't used to tell puns all the time. It wasn't until I got Miles that I started telling puns left, right, and center. I don't know what changed when that happened. Huh. But yeah, apparently getting a pet fox made me a punny guy. Maybe because they're crazy like a fox, and foxes are crazy, which means I had to be crazy like a fox to raise one. That makes sense now that I think about it. Yeah, because you have to be crazy to do that. Crazy. I was crazy once. They put me in a rubber room full with rats, and rats make me crazy. Crazy. I was crazy once. Next year's half a decade. Yep. And I have no clue what I'm going to do for that. Oh man, 5 years will be next year. What do I do for that one? I didn't even know what to do for this one. That's why we're just chatting right now. But man, oh man, oh man. Just so many things that I could do. And there's so many people that I've been really lucky to meet along the way. Now, obviously, everyone in Amberglow. As I said before, if it wasn't for me meeting Shu and Mal, I wouldn't have ended up joining Amberglow, but they were such good pals. With how friendly they were, it made me want to join in, you know? Good people around, and all the people I've met in Amberglow have also been extremely good people. Highly recommended company. I was trying to think of the right word. Company is the word. In both phrases, and I don't just mean like company as in corporation, no, I mean company as in good company to be around. Good people. Can I make a 12-hour pun stream? That'd need to be a video, because I'd want to write all my puns down first. So it'd be easier to do as a video, but I could do it. I could do 12 hours of puns. Speaking of which, I actually have a plan for a 12-hour stream sometime in the upcoming months. Now, I'm not going to make the promise yet as to what it's going to be, but I'm thinking maybe I'll do another Mega Man-a-thon where I go through the first 5 X games, because those are the canonical ones. Or I might do Castlevania. I'm not sure which. I need to think on it. Curse of the Fox? Maybe. Well, curse or a blessing? I consider it a blessing. Some people might consider it a curse. So we'll call it blurst. But yeah, I've met so many good people along the way. Of course, I've also made enemies. Everyone makes enemies. Because there's just some people you don't get along with. You think you will, you meet up with them, and then you realize, we just don't mesh, and either you go your separate ways peacefully, or you realize, I don't want to talk to this person again, you just walk away and never talk to them, you know? But I've made more friends than anything else, and that's one thing I'm really grateful for. And I don't mean just in VTubing, just in content creation in general. I've met a lot of people. I met Nightwolf, who is our mod here. I met them 7 years ago. We're nearing the 10-year mark. And through Wolf, I met Tripmon and G-Shadow. And through G-Shadow, I met Blake, also, or Westtown HD as he goes by as well on stream. And through him, I met Sosuke, Bao, Souls, Shadow Elite. I end up meeting Hey Charlie, all these other great people. So many people from the past. Hey, but who's got... I thought... Didn't we just have a video? Didn't the video that we collabed on just reach 7 years though? I swear it was 7. No, you're right. 8. My brain is just lagging today. Also, Ink Moon Hearts, thank you so much for the follow. It's greatly appreciated. But yeah, it's just been... I've met so many... Oh, it said 8? I must have just misread. I thought it said 7 whenever you posted it. But yeah, man, almost 10 years. 2 years to 10. Hell yeah. I'm gonna be honest, it feels like it's been less time. Because we just get along that well. Yeah, Wolf is a really good guy. Nightwolf is a really good dude. Highly recommended. Oh yeah, I've met Jaime. So many people. So many people. I mean, because before I started content creation, I had maybe 5, 6 friends at most. And even then, a lot of them got married or moved away, you know? Because once you reach your early 20s, that's when people you knew back in high school or people who you've met in college, they start getting married, so they have to focus on their new families because they have their own lives, you know, they move away, they're focused on their career. So you end up being mostly on your own. But through hanging out with people and doing through content creation, I got to hang out with people and make a lot of good friends who, you know, it's sort of like how you make lifelong friends out of coworkers. That's sort of how it is. But instead of all of us just working to make that bread by doing the same thing, no, we're meeting through a mutual hobby that we all enjoy. So yeah, it's just, you meet a lot of great people. Of course, there'll be those who you have a mutual hobby with that you don't get along with, but that's just the nature of everything. Not everyone's going to get along, and that's okay. People who don't get along with me, I wish them the best, but at the same time, I don't want them to stick around me if they don't feel like they get along with me, you know? That way they don't feel uncomfortable, and it also keeps me from feeling uncomfortable. It's a win-win. But yeah, oh, and Unibun, thank you so much for stopping by. You have a good rest, okay? Catch you later. Honestly, don't remember how you end up here. Possibly Moe raid? I don't think Moe ever raided me, but I know Katsumi raided me, so maybe... Oh, Argama raided me before too, so probably one of them too. There's just so many people I've met. So many people. And I'm grateful to every last one of them. I also want to reach out to Dai. It's been so long since I've talked to Dai as well. Last time we talked, we were playing Phantasy Star Online New Genesis. Dai is also a really good dude. There's just so many good people out there. So many good people. And I know not everyone's going to be everybody's cup of tea. But I like to try to get along with everybody because I appreciate people who have different opinions than me, honestly. That's one thing I really enjoy the most. The fact that everyone has their own opinions and they're willing to listen to each other as well. They don't just write everybody off. That's the type of community I want around me, the type of friends I want. And that's why I've gotten people who, when they agree, they agree. When they disagree, they're like, oh, okay, cool. And we just move forward and we understand that each people have different opinions and we're allowed to have that. We're very civil about it. And I love those type of people. It's great to have them around. And I will always be grateful for the friends I've made like that, because sometimes I have an opinion that's different than someone else's. And whenever they tell me theirs, it sparks an idea in my head, go, oh, I never thought of it that way. And it bursts me out of my, it keeps me away from being in an echo chamber. It makes it to where I'm always learning, always thinking of new possibilities, new ideas. Keeps me growing as a person. And that's why I'm so grateful to everybody who I've met. Everyone here, everyone I've met in the past, everyone who I know that can't be here right now. I want everyone to know that I appreciate all of you. So thank you. Thank you for both agreeing with me and for disagreeing with me too. I truly appreciate it. Because after all, one thing I've said many times, when we stop learning, we're dead. We may not be physically dead, but growth-wise, we're dead once we stop learning. And the fact that everyone keeps me learning keeps me alive, keeps me active. And I will always be grateful for that. That makes sense. Katsumi, you hung out Katsumi streams a lot? Yeah, I still watch Katsumi's. Well, I watched Katsumi's streams whenever she went and made a new persona as well. She's a really good person. No, you're amazing. No, Kev, you're amazing. I mean, most people want to get along, but things happen and it's life. Exactly. Most people want to get along, but sometimes people just can't. And that's okay. That's okay. As long as you're not at each other's throats about it, that's perfectly fine. Best coworker relationship of 6 years eventually turned to us getting married 5 years ago. Hell yeah, congratulations. Also, your mod too? Congrats there, Angelo. That is a great story. I'll tell you along with everyone, but not everyone along with you. Exactly, especially with all my buns. One thing's for sure, not many people agree with my pun for sure. Exactly. You know what, Kev? Let's go. Let's just say we're both amazing then. Meet you in the middle. I think for me, I was recommended right from Twitch suggestions. I just claimed my coffee corner. Well, I'm glad Twitch recommended me to you. It's been fun having you around. Fair enough? Hell yeah, fair enough. But yeah, I guess I got a little sappy there, but you know, I did it. It's a 4-year anniversary stream. I'm allowed to be a little sappy. Ryan Senator handshake gif here. Hell yeah. Oh, but man, now I'm wondering, what should my plans be for the time to come? You know? I'm not really sure. I think I'll just go where the winds take me. After all, I am an adventurer at heart, so going where the winds blow is what I like to do. It's just more fun that way. That said, I do take a bit of precautions, you know, gotta make sure that I have elixirs, health potions, mana potions, my whip. You know, just in case some demons get out of hand. Yep. That's right, I'm keeping an eye on you. Let's go with the flow. Yep, exactly. And I love my whip. I love my whip. It's even with me right now. I'll show it off again. There we go, got my whip right here. But yeah, I guess all that's really left to do is to sort of wrap things up, so I'll go ahead and show off the stuff again. Let me go ahead and zoom on out so I could do show the full model again. There we go. Just for those who didn't get to see it because they show up a little bit later. But yeah, here we are. Again, I can fly. But I'd rather be down to earth, you know, be like this. And, well, of course, there are a couple of, there's a couple toggles as well. One that's built in and animated by Uari. Was drawn by Edgy, animated by Uari. And then the other, which is an asset that Soleil found that I just attached to me for if I want to be in disguise. Where'd Rabbit go? I heard he was here earlier, but I don't know where he is now. That will forever be a mystery. Maybe he'll show up again one day. Maybe. Never know. Might not. Might just be me. Hey, did you see some dude with glasses around here? He was holding my place for me while I was gone. Badass biker life that lived life harsh. Actually, yes. I used to have a motorbike. Used to. It no longer exists because I want to say, was it last year or the year before? I was riding it, and let's just say there was an accident. I had something happen to where I end up swerving, and it had a side collision with a truck that kept going, and yeah, the bike is gone. I'm okay, but the bike is gone.
What's up, Shexy?
Hey, Choso, thank you for the 100 bits. Thank you. You showed up just as we're actually wrapping up. But because you're here, I'll go ahead and show off the animation one more time. And one more time, the glasses toggle. Oh, that's the wrong button. There we go. Again, where'd Rabbit go? He was supposed to be here doing an outro. Where'd he go? I don't see him anymore. Oh, I heard a dog. I heard a dog in the background. Well, alrighty then. Well, that dog's just going to be loud for a little bit, but I guess that's also a good sign to say, hey, dog's acting up. Might want to do the outro now. And I chose, I got ear movement as well. Better the bike than me? Exactly, unhappy doctor. Exactly, doctor. Exactly. But yeah, I guess I'll wrap things up by saying thank you all for an amazing 4 years. Here's to more than 4 years in the future. And looking forward to hanging out, chilling with you some more in some gaming times. After all, we got a lot of things planned. On Sunday, I actually have a collab with Cornelia, Mal, and Danny of the Backrooms. So look forward to that. It'll be at 10 a.m. CST or 11 a.m. EST for those who are on Eastern Time. And don't ask me to do any more conversions in my head because my brain is just sort of burning out right now. It's buffering. I'm trying my best though. But yeah, we got a collab coming up right then. I'm going to try to get the schedule out by tomorrow. No promises, but I'm going to try. And remember, my reference sheet for this design will be going up on the Twitters here soon, as well as the other arts that were made as well. So keep your eye out for that, as I will be crediting everyone who worked on that in there as well. I want everyone to be able to get the proper credit, so they will be linked to on the Twitters. But yeah, again, thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate every last one of you having been here, and I will catch you next time. Peace, everybody. I almost forgot to say, do not leave yet. We're going to find somebody to raid real quick.